Welcome to this month's Minute with Victor, where Dr. Cotton answers your questions.
This month's question comes from a physician who writes, "Prior to doing a partial colectomy, I discussed the risks and benefits with the patient, including the risk of infection, and he gave his consent. Unfortunately, he developed a post-op abscess and then sued me for malpractice. Even though he consented to the risk of infection, he sued me because he got an infection. Why even bother with informed consent?" In order to understand what happened here, we need to recognize that we're dealing with two separate legal requirements, two separate obligations, and we have to fulfill both of them. The first obligation is to obtain informed consent, and the second is to deliver the standard of care. If you don't obtain my consent, I can sue you for that, and if you don't deliver the standard of care, I can sue you for that. They're separate, they're unrelated, and we have to deliver both of them. Now, from what you describe, it sounds like you covered informed consent pretty well, so I don't think you have a problem there. But remember, that's just the first obligation. You still have to deliver the standard of care, which means that you have to manage the patient appropriately. And from what you've said, it sounds like he sued you for something related to the procedure or perhaps the post-op care. And if that's the case, then his lawsuit's related to the second obligation. And even though he gave his consent, he's still allowed to do that because they're separate obligations. Now, you might ask, then what's the purpose of informed consent? Well, it's the process by which the patient makes an informed decision about his medical care. And if we deny him that opportunity, then we fail to deliver the first obligation, and that could be a problem. The mistake here is to think that informed consent should somehow cover us for whatever risks we happen to discuss, but that's not correct. Informed consent doesn't cover anybody for anything. It's simply a way for the patient to make the decision. The way we cover ourselves for the risks related to a procedure is the same way that we always cover ourselves, and that's to take proper care of the patient delivering the standard of care. Thanks again for listening.